just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races. We went to bleeding races.
Oh, it's back through Bartes!
1962 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Collinwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gunning along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the match reaction. Man United 0, Newcastle United 0. If you like what you see, then click on the like buttons. If you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button as well. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Click the join button and you'll automatically become a member. And we do have prize draws coming up as well. And also, if you want to hit the $sign, if you want to donate the channel, then donate whatever money you want to donate. It's up to yourself. And finally, there's a bell button there. If you click that, that'll notify you every time we come live on a show. I'm joined by my co-host, Sam, today. How are you, Sam? All right?
Aye, all right. I just see Liverpool have just scored, so it's 1-0 Liverpool against Man City. Aye, all right. Apart from the fact I've been to work and missed the match completely and had to watch literally half 15 or 20 minutes with the highlights. It's aye. But you know,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Obviously we drew and I didn't really miss much, but you know, it's still a fair result. I thought a game of two halves, but you know, it just shows that we'll lack a bit of strength and depth bringing players on. And I think if Maxi and Isaac start, we'll probably win the game, or if they're even in the squad, we'll probably win the game. I thought they were shite. You know, the decisions that they didn't go for them, surrounded the referee, things like that. And, you know, I'm sorry, but from what I've seen, you're only allowed to approach the referee if you're the captain, not 6 players approach the referee, because Week didn't take our free kick. I mean, Pope didn't touch it, he's just stood there. So how's he touched the ball? And the fact that, again, there's bias on social media that they should have had a penalty when we were denied 2 Stonewall penalties is, again, it's a piss take. I'm sorry. Wilson and Byrne were fouled, so, and arguably, you know, if we go hard, if Joe Linton's chance falls to probably Wilson, then it's a goal. You know, he could argue it could easily be 3-0 at half time. It's, you know, these sort of games where ifs, buts and maybes, but again, it's 1 defeat in 10, and now, because Man City have scored, we have the best defence in the league because we were joint on 9 goals each. So now they have conceded 10 goals and we've conceded 9. So we have the best defence in the league. So if you'd said that this time last season within a year, you'd have the best defence in the league. You'd only have lost 1 game in 10. It's a massive improvement. So again, in a draw at the Library. So, I mean, I don't know if Johnson Clare will be happy or devastated because Man U didn't win or because we didn't win. Or we'll have to ask him when he's back from Turkey. But you know what? Considering we lost the game 4-1 last year, it just shows we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Yeah, it was, I mean, to be fair, it was, you know, we had the best of the first half. They had the best maybe the second half. Yeah, we, you know, we started off okay and, you know, that Wilson, that should have been a penalty. I think the reason it didn't get given was because the play didn't stop quick enough. What we needed to do was, if we'd fouled one of their players, then maybe VAR would have had a good check of it, and then maybe the referee could have gone to the monitor and come back and actually said, no, that's a penalty. So I think because of that, that went against us as well. But yeah, it's hard to get a VAR decision for you at Old Trafford as well. But I thought the team in the first half, we played okay. You know, the best chance of the first half, that obviously fell to Joe Linton, as I'm going to put up here. You know, his first header crashed against the crossbar, come back. As a comeback, his second header, to be honest with you, with that header, he should have buried that in the back of the net, really. And then again, that went and hit the post and come back out. So, you know, they could see he was unlucky, but had that gone that side of the post, then it was in. But, you know, it's instincts on the day. I'm not going to criticise him for it, you know. But I think he knows himself. He should have put that away in the back of the net to put us 1-0 up. You know, there was a couple of times Anthony got past Burn and put crosses in, but missed our targets a couple of times. You know, we were missing that Joe Willock from midfield as well, that midfield burst. I didn't think Jacob Murphy had his greatest game today. You know, he done okay in fits and starts, but there was nothing there that I thought, well, you know, he's took the mantle of St. Maximin on, because he certainly hasn't. And he was rightly subbed in the second half. And yeah, with Ro Fraser on, who didn't really make any impact at all, if I'm honest. Willock came on. Willock tried. There was a point where Willock got in the box, and maybe had he crossed it rather than snapping his shot at it, it wouldn't have gone well wide where it was. But at the end of the day, it's a point at Old Trafford, and it keeps our unbeaten run going as well. I mean, you know, we only lost to Liverpool, and to be honest with you, a point is another step in the right direction. We're still only 1 point behind Man United. We haven't lost any ground. Shame we couldn't have won it there. Would have been lovely. But then if you go back to this time last year, before the takeover came through, if we had gone down there with Steve Bruce in charge, we would have been absolutely hammered in this game. They probably would have put 4 or 5 past us. So it just shows you under Eddie how much progression we've actually made. You can see how resilient we are now at the back, how resolute we are, how well drilled the team is, not to concede. You know, you can see the formations are there to stop and we really narrowed Manchester United's threat. Really, they couldn't break through us. So I know there was that ball put into Fred, and he missed an absolute sitter. How we put that well wide, you know, and then you had Marcus Rashford, who had a header, and he flashed that one out as well. So, you know, all in all, I know Pope went wandering for the one that Fred had, but all in all, it's a point. It's a 0-0 draw, and I'm happy with that at the end of the day. You know, I'll take a point all day. As I say, a point's a positive. It's not a negative. If we'd got beat, then that's a negative. Ronaldo, that guy, I mean, he thought he was great. He took the ball away from Pope, took it around, put it in net, and he got booked for it off the even VAR had a quick look at it and said, no, you shouldn't have done that. So that went for us as well. And then he didn't like being subbed off. He went off in such, you know, he was just so angry at being taken off, being substituted. So
he doesn't want to be there, does he? He wants to be there.
He doesn't.
He doesn't fancy it anymore. He's not up for the Premier League anymore, unfortunately. So I think he wants to go. I think he wants to go to somewhere else. And I think last season when he went there, they only signed him, didn't they, for shirt sales and stuff. So
I mean, he didn't even shake Ten Hag's hand or anything. Just walked like literally past him, you know. So I think his time's up, to be honest. But like I say, overall, I'm happy with the point. And yeah, let's dive into some comments here. Just to let everybody know, there's the link. If you want to come on and have your say, please do. And would like to hear from anybody who has their say on the match, has their take on it, and please come on. Here's one from Alan McTeer. Well, Tony, I said earlier I'd be happy with a point. I am, but how the hell Man United got away with so much of their indiscipline beats me. Fernandes was a disgrace today, 100% gobshit. Captain's armband. Yeah, absolutely. Like Sam said and myself, the way the way they were around the referee, surrounding him and everything. Yeah, I'm hoping they come down on. I hope the Premier League come down on this or the FA, because it needs to be stamped out. That was absolutely ridiculous, you know. So let's see what see if there's any action taken against them, which probably there won't be, but you know, let's see. But again, Alan, a point, I'll take a point all day. If we'd got the 3 points, would have been even sweeter. As Sam said on Thursday on Fans Forum, a shithousery win would have been lovely, an injury time winner, you know, and then just to really wind them up. But you know, but we got a point, and that's good enough for me anyway. Mighty Magnine, good evening to you. Evening, Tony. Great point. I take that. Isak out till after the World Cup, not good, and the SM out as well, not good news. Some new legs in Jan. We don't know how well. As far as we know from what Craig Hope said, Isak was only out for the next couple of games. So that's Tottenham and Everton. Tottenham. I've not seen that he's out till January, till after the World Cup. Let's hope he isn't. Let's hope he's back. Yeah, not good with ESM as well as news saying he's not back till January. But I think wait till the club confirm all this first before we start speculating, you know, because we all see this speculation going around on Twitter, social media, saying this player's not battling, and sometimes it's a load of tosh. So let's just wait till the club announce it rather than, you know, because I think today Craig Hope seems to have been on a doom and gloom pill because he said, you know, Willock would be out with an illness, and yeah, he wasn't fit to start, but he did come on as a sub, and he did play all right when he came on. But hopefully he's better for Wednesday against Everton. And Mighty Mag goes on to say, Longstaff played out of his skin today along with Botman. Yeah, I thought Botman had a great game today. Absolutely. Fantastic today, Botman was. Again, he's the rock at the back. And even Cher had a great game as well, I thought. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And Alan says, Fernandez should get a job on the oil rigs as a diver. We were robbed of a win. Should have had a penalty. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. We should have had a penalty. And yeah, we were absolutely robbed today. And yeah, he is a diver. Yeah. And Leslie says, evening all. And Dunnell says, evening all, great point. Well, we've got a fan to come on, so let's bring him on. And it's the man himself who I've just announced, Dunnell.
Hey,
welcome, Dunnell.
evening.
Hi, how are you?
Evening. Hi, Tony. Hi, Sam.
Evening.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, we are. All good, all good. Yeah, I tell you what, that was real backs to the wall stuff. That in some areas, wasn't it?
It was, especially the second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely backs to the wall stuff. I mean, as you say, under previous managers' regimes, we were like going, but I think I was quietly confident we will get something because of how we're set up now. We're an absolute different beast now compared to, as you say, 12 months back. I mean, the highlight of the defending for me was that tackle by Botman on, I think it might have been Anthony or something like that, where he literally took the ball and oh, well, you know, I know you're not supposed to, but wipe the man out himself. But, you know, you cannot fault Cher, Botman, and I suppose Byrne as well today. Man United obviously resorted to a lot of diving and cheating. They were trying the old dark arts to try and pinch a penalty here and there. But, you know, Man United are not the team they were. They're like, in the past, you know, in the early days of Premier League, under Fergie, it was like all team. It had that aura of we're going to how much we're not now. It's like we can't compete with them, you know. And I have to just also give a special mention to Kieran Trippier. He's literally the gaffer on the pitch, and that has been not just because of his playing ability, but his leadership ability has definitely turned us around, and that's been a factor in why we're at where we're at in the table. Yes, the results, but his leadership. He's always given it. Although obviously the commentary done it, but if on the pitch you'll notice he's always giving verbals. You go there, you go there. So that's so. Hey ho, roll on Wednesday and hopefully 3 points.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did play well today. I mean, Byrne had a good game, to be honest with you. I know he got booked, but he didn't get outstripped as much by Anthony as people were thinking, But overall, no, it was a good game, and Botman played well, Shaw, and Trippier, like you say, Trippier's like the gaffer on the pitch. You can see the way he wants things done. But yeah, a shame we couldn't have got a win against them. But like I just said, Sam, I'll take a point all day. It's a positive.
Absolutely.
It's not a negative. And I still believe we can finish in the European place this season. And I think in January we'll add a little bit more quality to the squad. Hopefully, Maddison might be the guy to come in, as long as he doesn't sign a new deal between now and then. But because I know Leicester are pushing him to sign one, but he's not signing one at the moment. But and roll on Wednesday as well, because we got the Scouse Mackhams Wednesday. So let's hope we get we put a few past T-Rex on Wednesday night, But no, definitely under the likes of Bruce and that we would have gone down there and got thrashed 4-5-1 or 5-0, But Joe Linton, should have scored. I'm not going to criticise the guy too much, but he should have scored. And maybe Wilson should have had a penalty. Wilson's had a quiet couple of games for me.
Yes, he has.
What you think?
I agree. He hasn't quite been there, but strikers need goals. Goals are the fuel for strikers to get going. If he gets a couple against Everton, that'll be what he needs to, get him going again. But he has been quiet. Just I was going to mention there, about the officiating, right?
Yeah.
Referees in football need to be a lot tougher. Need to be the gaffers on the pitch. I'm just comparing. I don't know if you the rugby league yesterday. The referee. Yeah. I thought he showed solid authority. He controlled the video ref, like our VAR, and he said, I've seen that angle, no try, boom. Our football referees in a lot of cases can be, I feel, a bit lazy. They need to grow up and just be a bit more authoritative and basically pull the strings on the VAR and just say, show us that angle, and then go from there.
Well, I think they are being shown a lot more angles now since the Crystal Palace game, and obviously not just us, but obviously West Ham had the injustice that weekend as well against Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
So now they're showing the thing at every angle now, and I've noticed that when you watch the TV, you see everything's getting shown at different angles,
different speeds as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. But one thing I will say is that show all the angles, but referee has to own it on the pitch. And remember that VAR is just there to guide him, help him. VAR is not the ref on the pitch. Whoever is on the pitch takes ownership and uses VAR to assist them.
You see in international games, like the last World Cup in Russia, you saw it. VAR worked well. It worked very well.
It did.
And most of the decisions were correct. So it does work. It just needs to be used properly. And I think now we're starting to show a bit of using it properly. I mean, what do you think about what Donald's saying, Sam, about the referees need to be more authoritative on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, you never say that. What's that?
Oh,
Well, I mean, you never see referees and see any of our sport get the shit that they do in the Premier League. It seems that like if you listen to them in rugby union and everything, they've got respect for the referees, and it's because the referees make the right decision at the end and they look at the monitors in the correct way. Ours simply don't, and I don't see why referees deserve respect when they make wrong decisions, when it's clear and obvious that they are even showing them where it's wrong and right. And I mean, VAR was supposed to be brought in to help them. At times, they don't even know how to make the decision themselves. It's like I said, it needs to be. If VAR is going to be used like it is, it needs to be used the correct way. So you need to give them all angles so the right decision will come. As simple as that. It's the only way it's going to work. And if you add 3 or 4 minutes at the end of the game, then so be it. But that's football, unfortunately. Now, and if you want the right decision, if you want it to be right, it's got to happen like that. Because I'm sick of people saying, "Oh, we'll have an EV, or we'll just," because then it's going to end up being worse if you have nothing like that. Because you could, I mean, like the decisions, offside decisions, like minimal ones, and red card decisions, yellow cards. A lot of them you wouldn't get them because of the VAR. So for me, you've got to keep it, but you've got to use it in the right way, and then hopefully everybody can be on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, there is some fans have said, shouldn't it be a system where, like, say, each team has like one review maybe per half
challenge or something?
So if they think, oh, hang on, I'm not happy with that, that should be a penalty or whatever, and it doesn't get, they can stop the game and send the referee to the monitor to have a look. Like they do in cricket, where you get like the 2020 get 2 reviews, and if you're not happy with something, you can get checked over, and it can be overturned with a DRS system. Whether that would work in football is another thing. I don't know if it would or not, but it's a touchy subject as VAR. But but it's nice to see that we're actually trying to use it more better in this country. The thing is, as a country, we should be embarrassed that none of our referees are going to go to the World Cup as a VAR ref because we're not good enough, And the Premier League should be embarrassed by that. Supposedly the richest league in the world, and yet not one of our referees is going to be a VAR ref. So that just shows you how bad our standard actually is. And it's poor considering we're supposed to be the richest league in the world,
Fair point, Tony. I mean, I think you and I are of a certain vintage. We remember when English referees were respected, like was it Clive Thomas and was it Roger? I think Roger Ellery as well might have been one.
David Ellery.
David Ellery, so not Roger Ellery. David Ellery, and they were respected throughout. And I know he's a Man United fan, but Howard Webb as well was another one who had a bit of respect. I mean, I think he got the 2010 World Cup from if I remember rightly.
Yes, he did.
He did, didn't he? Yeah. But what we need are more Pierluigi Collinas.
Yes,
probably the best referee I have seen.
Oh, definitely the best. He's got to be the best referee in the world. Absolutely fantastic ref he was. But that's the problem. We just haven't got great referees. I mean, we've got Michael Oliver, but he can't do any of our games. And then you've got there's probably him and Anthony Taylor, who are probably the 2 most outstanding refs in the Premier League. Apart from that, the rest of them are just mediocre. I mean, Craig Pawson don't like us, and so it's just one of those. But as I say on today's game, I'm happy with the point, and absolutely. And what do you think? And what do you think will happen Wednesday? Do you think we'll win?
We've got enough to hurt them. That's what I feel. We definitely do have it. Yes, they've got not Richarlison. They haven't got Richarlison. Know what I'm on about. But they've got a couple of players who can do things. But we've got enough to hurt them if we can play with that same intensity. I think the key word being intensity. Get control in the middle of the park, and then we can. And obviously we've got set pieces we can hurt them from that as well. So I think we can hurt them. I just hope they forget their cable ties. They don't bring cable ties with them.
We don't want that repeat again, do it? Well, I don't think that. Well, that was a difference. That was a Goodison, though, wasn't it? Where that was a crazy game, and even I couldn't even believe the fact that Stuart even gave the guy his knife back. That was absolutely ridiculous. But it's at St James's Park, so the security is a bit tighter than it is. At,
yeah, definitely,
Park.
definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. I've got a Man United fan in the house, so we've got Prime in here, but it's going to be a fight over who gets Prime. but one of them have got a student account, so they'll watch it on that. I'll watch it on my account. So
Don't know. It's not. You haven't got John there, have you?
Sorry? No. Whoa, John's in Turkey. How can I have John with me, man?
He's saying he's in Turkey. He's probably a Manchester man. Your boy thinks Manchester's Turkey, man.
Ankara's a Turkish restaurant in Manchester. Restaurant Istanbul.
There probably isn't, and he probably goes down to Blackpool and stands on the beach and says, "Look, I'm on the beach in Turkey."
This is the big Tawan there, Turkey. You know.
Blackpool
Tower.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's been great for you to come on, Donald. Thank you very much, mate.
No, anytime. Look, man, I'll tell you what, right? I mean, I don't get into these podcasts, but you know, I love coming on John's, Loaded. I've been on Steve's. It's great. I mean, because now I have a habit. Once the match is finished, I turn it off because I don't want to listen to the pundit rubbish. I'll not swear on here because it's like, you know, you don't want to look at Graham Souness's face, who looks as though he's drank a bottle of Jif Lemon before he's, you know, he's come on TV. But no, I come on here, you know, it's like chatting with fellow fans. Great stuff, man. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great to be on. See you again, and obviously, I'll reply on Twitter, etc. Great, and that's me.
Over no worries, mate. But,
okay, cheers.
Definitely come on again. Thank you, mate.
See you later. Cheers. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was Donald. That was nice to have somebody on. If you want to come on the chat, the link's there, so please do. Please come on. I'm still hoping to see if Mr. Sinclair might make an appearance.
Well, he's probably be in some Turkish strip club or something by now, man.
Yeah. Good evening to Leslie. Be interested to see how much of the diving, nasty fouls and harassment of the ref is shown on Match of the Day. Yeah, absolutely. Paul Stone says, out until December from the Chronicle. Now, is that Isak or is that ASM? L. Stapleton, Klopp's been sent off. Oh, yeah, Liverpool have won. Yeah. Oh, well, good old Klopp got sent off. It's about time they sent him off because he thinks he's bigger than everybody else. So, yeah, nice one.
Too little, too late. It's too little, too late because he should have been set off against us, but you know.
Yeah. Paul Stone says it's Isak that's out till December, and Alan St. Maximin is just days. All right, okay then. So Isak's a bit longer than we thought, but it's going to be after the World Cup. So Mighty Mag was right, what he said. That's a blow. Isak out till December. But saying that, it means he comes back fresher because he's got that. He's got the World Cup off as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a blow, but we'll take it as long as Wilson stays fit. Graham says Klopp is a total. He should have been sent off forever. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Good evening, Sefton. He says disappointed, but it's a point. Yeah, Sefton. Yeah, disappointed not to get a win, but a point's a point, and it's a fair point at the end of the day, and I'll take it all day. Paul Stones again. Point is a fair result. It was a game of two halves. Man U better in the second half. Yeah, they were. We've got to say that they came out in the second half a different team, but you know, it's all ifs and buts. If Joe Linton had scored, then who knows how the game would have gone after that. Sefton says Mrs. Sefton is happy. Oh yeah, because your wife's a Liverpool fan, so she'll be happy.
I thought he was hinting. Yeah. I thought he was hinting at other things there, mind.
Graham says, Sefton, if I'd offered a draw before the game, would you have took it? I would have. However, we should have got 3 looking at how we played. Yeah, absolutely, Graham. We played absolutely well, but we just showed we've got a resilient side to us, and I love this side. Andy, good evening, Andy. This injury problem's really getting bad. I know we played a massive intensity, but our best players are forever out injured. Take an injury to Wilson now, we are in big trouble. Yeah, I agree. We are in big trouble, but
I don't think we're in that bad of trouble, to be honest. I mean, we've only lost 1 game in 10, and ASM's missed the last, was it 5 games? He's only played half an hour in the last 5 games. Isaac's only played two games since he's come here. Wilson's played, was it 5 of the 6 games, 5 of the 10 games? No matter what player you are, if you play high intensity football, you run the risk of getting injured. It's just part and parcel of it. It's just a case of in the next few windows, when we get a bigger squad, we'll have somebody better to replace who we've got. That's all it'll be. Obviously Jacob Murphy, for the games he's improved. He's still not the answer to the left wing issue. I think ASM as well, despite him being all the potential he's got, he needs, that area needs looking at, because he's been injured more often than not this season. I think it's obviously I still think we need another right winger as well, because I know Almiron's improved massively, but again, you need competition. You need 2 players for that position. I mean, Isaac could possibly be that player for the left or right when he's fit, and then you probably need again somebody for Wilson as well. So, but for me, I think the 2 players that will miss more than what we've got. Wilson, Maxi, I think would miss more as Bruno and Wilson being out, because Bruno makes us tick in midfield, and Wilson haven't got really another goal scorer like him. I know he hasn't scored in his last 2 games, but he's played different roles in them 2 games as a striker. He's been like the battering ram up front. So, I mean, we've only got 6 games, I think, is it, till the window opens in January? So,
yeah,
it's not the end of the world. It's 6 games where we've only got 6 games, and 2 of them are this week. So it's not the end of the world.
I mean, the thing is, we're not in big trouble, because obviously, we've got players, but, it would be nice if probably seen Shelby given a run out of 10 minutes maybe today, but obviously didn't get risked. But yeah, the injury problem. Yeah, the problem with Isak was when he went to Sweden. So I don't know if it was something he must have picked up when he was on international duty for Sweden. So, and he was sent back. He didn't even play for Sweden. It was in training. So maybe we need to ask the questions of the Swedish, what their training regime was like, as to why he got this injury. And then Sefton says, referee watch, 7 out of 10. We should have had a penalty, but overall, he had a good game, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Craig Pawson, if I'm honest, but yeah, he was okay-ish today. Paul Stone, surely only Isak has that has a long-term injury now. Yeah, it must be, because nobody else is now, apart from obviously Emil Kraft, but we knew that anyway, and he's back in Sweden with his family at the moment. Tiger Studios, good point. We were sloppy with the ball in midfield. J7 should have scored. Botman is a beast. Yes, Botman is a beast. And the funny thing is, he was coming up against the manager who sold him from Ajax, Ten Hag. So, Ten Hag, I wonder if he's looking at that now thinking, I think I made an error here selling this guy, because he's absolutely brilliant. But maybe it was the move Botman needed to go to Lille and learn his trade there, and then, he's come to us, and what a player, and would be AC Milan to him as well. John will never live that one down. Tiger Studios, we will batter Everton. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, especially T-Rex. Alan Little says, refs and VAR got to get a backhander at Man U and the so-called top 6. Well, if that was the case, then Man U would have won today. They would have got penalties, but they didn't. So, and Leslie says Liverpool 1, City 0 full time. Yeah, Tiger Studio, Spurs going to be a harder game than today. Yeah, Spurs will be harder, but there again, we've seen what Eddie's like for his tactical nous and know-how. So, let's see what he can do. And we'll just go to the fact that when Sam said about the surrounding of the referees, which, yes, is absolutely disgraceful. And if anybody didn't see the match and didn't see the incident, here it is on screen. That's what we're on about, the surrounding of the referees. Look at all the Man U players there. You've got Dallo there, you've got Fernandes there, Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane, Martinez, and I think Anthony's there as well. You know, this has got to stop. And I hope, this is where I hope the FA or the Premier League come down hard on Man United. And I hope the referee puts this in his report that he was surrounded, and you can see Fred's peeping behind as well. So, you know, you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 8 Man U players surrounding that referee. Disgraceful, you know. Do you know what I wish? I wish Craig Pawson give every single one of them a yellow card, because that's the only way you're going to stop this. I don't know what you think of that, Sam.
You've got to do something, or you've got to put in your reporting, feed it through to the. I don't know if they must do something at the end of every week where they must contact the FA or something, or I don't know if they do that, but you know, I think they've got to do something where teams get punished for it, because, like I said before, I'm pretty sure the only person that really should be approaching the referee is the captains, and that's it. Because, no offence, but whenever we have decisions go against us, you don't see 6 or 7 of our players in front of the referee's face protesting. So,
no.
At the end of the day, again, it's this big six mentality, isn't it? They always seem to do it and get away with it. So, you know, it happens. It used to happen a lot at Old Trafford when the likes of Roy Keane and all that were playing for me. Used to do the exact same thing. When the decision went against them, they would surround the referee and try and intimidate the referee and try and bully the referees and officials into giving them decisions. And obviously, back then there was no VAR, so more often than not, they would crumble and bottle it. So, at the end of the day, you know, yeah, something's got to be done. Simple as that. You can't have six players. How many is there? 7. Actually, 1, 2, 3,
8.
7 players there.
Yeah.
8.
And then
8
there's
players
Fred
surrounding the
behind.
referee. You can't have that. Right, you can't have 8 of the 11 players surrounding the referee for one decision. Sorry, you just can't.
I mean, you go back to that World Cup 2018 when England played Colombia, and Colombia were awful that night against England. I mean, their players were trying to wind the youngsters up to see if they would react, and because we didn't react, and when we got the penalty, you know, the one who was scuffing the penalty spot at the time, and then the rest of them who were surrounding the referee for the penalty, that referee had balls and actually booked every single one of them that was there, as if to say, you're not surrounding me, bang, 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 yellow cards. That's how it should be done.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the only way it comes down, or you go on further and send them off. It's simple as that. If they come out and say from next season, if you do something like that, you get sent off. Your players get sent off. They'll soon stop doing it.
Right, I've got another fan to come on. Are you ready for this one, Sam?
Do I know
Let's
him?
enter. Hey?
Do I know him?
Oh, we know him all right. He's a legend. He's all right. He's a legend.
He's a legend. Well,
Yeah.
give us a clue. Come on, give us a clue of who he is. So long, I'll find out.
Give you a clue. You'll find out. Let's welcome in the man from Turkey. It's Mr. Sinclair.
Oh. That's Manchester. That's Manchester, John.
Yeah, it's a Premier Inn in Manchester.
Yeah. I can see the strippers ball behind him.
Stripper bar. Anyway, good evening, John. How are you? Enjoying yourself?
Oh, it's fantastic in a minute, but the weather it's like a brilliant. It's absolutely booking it down in a minute. But look, I had a Turkish bath today. I've had also had the day I went to watch a match and had tea. Now straight here.
Was it English commentary, John, or Turkish commentary?
So I'm being sports, that Richard, that clown idiot Keys there.
And Andy Gray.
Andy Gray and Matt Murray, I think the Wolves keeper. So
hairy hands.
Well, there's that atmosphere great in the pub today. It's called the Malibu pub, which is above the town. So I just got there today, and it's just been brilliant. I mean, you got fans all over that sort of thing watching their games as well, like Leeds, Arsenal, He also said Chelsea at Villa, Southampton and West Ham. But obviously I watched the Newcastle game. So
what did you make of the game then, John? What's your overall thoughts of the game? And, me and Sam both said it was a game of two halves. I said Joe Linton, I'm not going to put too much pressure on him, but he should have scored, from the rebound. We should have probably had a penalty. The players need to be done for surrounding that referee. I just put that picture up before. There was 8 players surrounding that referee. Absolutely disgraceful. What's your overall thoughts on the game today?
You know what it is, Tony, right? I mean, you just said it there, it's a game of two halves. I thought the first 5 minutes, Man U just, did that. Wow. How do I pull it? Yeah, just don't have 5 minutes after film. But Newcastle, and I said we were better than them. We were better than them in the first half, guys. We were much better than them. They absolutely dominated that game. But the problem is, just kind of take our chances. That is the thing. I thought Joe Linton should have scored. I mean, we just had to hit the post, and then he had a rebound. He had to again hit the same bar, and the chance was lost. But you got to take your chances when you're at Old Trafford. If you're going to win the game, you got to take your chance at Old Trafford. That is what you have to do. I thought the back four today were absolutely outstanding. I thought Fabian Schär and Sven Botman were absolutely fantastic today. They really were. I think what Joe Linton did his bit. I thought Bruno did his bit. Again, Cannon was been quiet. But he should have scored that chance in the second half. Early in the second half, and he turned and he hit left foot and went screwed it wide. And that's as good as he got. But Man U had so many chances again. I mean, that third shot went wide. I thought the chances came far between. We were lucky we defended really, really well. But when Rashford had that header, the heart's because the end of the day, right, that should have been in the back of the net. And you know what it is, right? We rode our luck. We conceded so many late goals last season at Chelsea, at Everton, Liverpool this season, where this should never happen. And let me tell you this, right? Man United, right, and I'm sorry for saying this, mates, if you're listening. This Man United team are a poor team. Real talk, yeah? This Man United team will never, ever win a title, yeah? They'll never win a championship, never win a title, yeah? For the next 20-odd year with that squad. There's just no way. Because they were there for the taking today, right? I know people are saying there's been a good point here and a good point there, right? I'll take a point. But I think we should have gone at them more. And that is the thing. Because they're to be got at, yeah? Let's be real. Right? And I said this over there. It's not coached by Ferguson. There's no big stars at that club at all whatsoever. Yes, Eriksen must be a bigness for them, his passing ability, but I didn't even make a difference today. But we were a better team in the first half, guys, and I think people's going to have to agree with us as well. But one thing I'm going to say, right, I heard the commentators today, just for the kickoff, saying this is a different Newcastle United team, yeah? They're not the team that I fear going to Old Trafford, yeah, and scared and sit back. This is a different Newcastle United team. Today, the first half, I thought it was excellent today, yeah? We defended properly, yeah? And I think the back four need to be commended there, yeah? Sven Botman, I've been bigging this guy up. He has been absolutely fantastic today. And this just goes to show this guy should be at Newcastle for the next 10 years, yeah? I don't think anyone's pressed him at all whatsoever or made him sweat since he's joined Newcastle United, yeah? I don't know what you think, guys.
Well, he did have a good game today, John, and he did get that tackle in as well on, I think it was Anthony, I think it was. But yeah, I thought he had a great game today. He looked an absolute beast. And his old man just standing there on the touchline must have thought, why on earth did I sell him to Lille from Ajax? But yeah, Botman looks a beast. Shaw had a great game as well. Had to come off injured at the end. I don't know if you heard the thing, but Joe Willock had to be on the bench because he had an illness, so he wasn't good. He obviously wasn't fully fit to start, so that's why he didn't start, and Joe Linton took his place. The news tonight is that Isak's out now till December. ESN is only days out, so he could be back maybe Everton, if not Spurs game. So Isak's at low. He's out till after the World Cup now, but that, I suppose, will be a blessing in disguise because it means when he comes back, he should be fit and firing by then. As I say, the the game was a game of two halves. Not only did Rashford miss that goal, but Fred missed an absolute sitter. I thought he was going to bury that, and he put it wide of the post. I don't know how he missed it, to be fair. But I thought overall we deserved the point. We looked resolute, you know, and you can see when you're watching the game how we position the players, you know, and you know, Eddie got the tactics spot on today, and I think it's an absolute great point. It's a positive, as I always say. A point is a positive. It's another point. We're still only just 1 point behind Man United now, and I look forward to Wednesday to see what we can do on Wednesday. Obviously, you'll be able to get the match over there on Prime, but you know, I'm just looking forward to seeing how we go on Wednesday, and then obviously we've got another tough game next Sunday against Spurs. But I'm happy with what's happened today, a 0-0 draw. I'll take a point all day. If we come from Old Trafford last year, we got beat 4-1 down there. And as I said earlier on, if that had been Steve Bruce, we wouldn't have won that game. We would have got hammered 4-5-0 maybe. So, you know, we've done well. And we've made Ronaldo go off sulking as well. So, yeah, overall, it's been a great day. Although, yeah, we played well enough to hold the game out 0-0, which was well deserved. When Joe Willock come on, when he was in the box, maybe he didn't realise the time he had, and he tried to smash it in from a tight angle, and it went way over the bar. If he took his time, he maybe have picked a pass out, but if he wasn't feeling 100%. But it was nice to see Shelvey back on the bench today as well, so that's a plus. Maybe he may get some minutes on Wednesday. What do you think, John?
I've got to agree with you say on this. Well, before I come to that comment, I was going to say, I'd like to say well, thank you so much indeed. I've lost the reception there. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
and
the Wi-Fi in Manchester.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, look. Yes. Wi-Fi Manchester. Yeah, turn out to
We've turned it off.
Look, at the end of the day, I think Willock. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Well, right.
I think as well. I think as well, Shelby being back will free up Bruno massively now. It'll be a case of when he comes back in, Bruno will play further forward, won't he? So that can only be better for us.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because I think Shelby can come in. Don't expect too much from Shelby, by the way, right? He's going to come in, just bide his time, give a couple of games, and I think you see the best of John Joe Shelby, right? And going back to what you said about the place around the referee, right? A lot of people are saying he touched it, so it should have been a goal. So I've heard, right? Now, make it what you will, right? The referee said, look, it's no goal, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, right, and the players went to the referee's face, right? In my opinion, I think he should have been sent off for what he did. You can't go up to the referee, go into his face, and have a go at him, right? He should be sent off for that, man. And I hope the FA sees this, right, and charge him for bringing the dispute and failed to control the player out suite. Hit them flip. Anyone who does that should be fined, right? Let's be real. I know Two's going to bring up, by the way. But
there's the picture on screen, John. 8 players surrounding the referee. 8. You've got Bruno Fernandes, Dalot, Sancho, Anthony, Martinez, Varane, Ronaldo, and then peeping behind you've got Fred. That's disgusting, that is.
Yeah. Well, right. I think Clay Paulson, right, did so well, really well, that I thought, some of the decisions are wrong. At the end of the day, I thought the officials are poor. But the bottom line is, guys, right, I mean, he said also as well, they got frustrated today. It's not a game plan, and it's to the game plan. You know, you didn't take a chance a second. half, yeah.
Do you think,
we
John?
What we had to do. We not lose it all.
Do you think, John, what I said earlier about the referee? Now, if you get players surrounding the referee like that, I say book every single player because it might teach them not to do it again. And then if your players keep doing it and get 5 bookings and get a suspension, then at the end of the day, you've only got yourself to blame.
I have to agree with you, Tony, yeah. I have to agree. I think, me personally, I would send them off. I would send every one of those players off. Me, do you know what I mean? You can't run to referees this like that. If we have players like that, run to a referee like that, and he got pulled for it. You know what? I say fair play to the referee, because at the end of the day, when he did that, ran to the referee's face, and he got booked for that. Rightly so. You can't do that to officials. You cannot, yeah? That is not fair game. Do you know what I mean? But you're right. Like I said, the referee should be seen as Premier League should be seen to this, like, get them charged, because at the end of the day, you can't do that. You cannot.
No, not at all.
I mean, that's it.
Can't do it.
You can't do that and that's why they didn't win the game, because they got frustrated of the way we played. They didn't expect us to play like that. They expect us to sit back deep, like Steve Bruce's manager was like. They expect us to, Newcastle can do bits today. But let me tell you something, right? The whole of the Premier League, right, in my opinion, should look at Newcastle United and take them seriously, because at the end of the day, we got a point against 2 Manchester clubs, right, where they could have lost them both, right? We are picking up points against the big sides, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Thing is as well, John, I mean, I said to Brad earlier, I said the thing is, on the warm-up show, we are no longer that easy team that gets rolled over 3 or 4-0 now. Even Guardiola said that when we played Man City. He says they're not that easy team. They rolled us over 4-0 last season at St James's Park, but this time they come up against us and we drew 3-3 with them. Now, when managers start noticing that, obviously Ten Hag's only new to the Premier League, so he probably wouldn't have looked into the history of what happened last season. But, I think when we get Man U to St James's Park, I think we'll turn them over the way we're playing. And, and it was nice to see Klopp got a sent-in off today, because it's about time that guy actually got... It's actually about time a referee had balls to do something and get rid of Klopp off the touchline, because, the guy thinks every game he can keep having to go at the officials. And now he's got a touchline ban. So, good on Anthony Taylor for doing that. But it needs to be done on a more regular basis. The only problem is, if he'd sent those 8 Man United players off for surrounding the ref, then the game would have been abandoned, because if you got a game less than 6 players, you can't play. So we don't want them all sent off, because then the game would have been abandoned, and that, it would have been a replay another day. So wouldn't have minded 3 or 4 of them being sent off. But once you get to 6 players, you've got to abandon the game, because you're not allowed to have a game of 6 players or less.
Yeah, I don't ever see the game banned with less than 5 players on the pitch. Never, ever. But
it has been done, John.
Say again?
It has been done. There was one team done. I can't remember who it was now, John. I'm trying to think now. And I think it was either a Premier League match or a Championship match. I can't remember now. I'm probably going back about 10, 15 years ago now, but I can remember it. There was a match. It may have been Premier League, in fact. And I think the team were losing like 3-0 or something. And they were playing so well. And they went and deliberately got 5 players sent off, and the referee had to abandon the game.
Yeah, I'm more than getting rewarded a 3-0 win for that team as well. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember what it is, but if it's true, then it's my bad. But, I mean, it's going to happen one day. Surround the referee, send them off, let them know about it, just make a stand on it, right, and make it crystal clear. You cannot do that to the officials. It just cannot. But, Tony, I don't know if it was, mate, but if it is, I've got to believe you, sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't remember when it was, John. It was quite a while back, but I remember it. but yeah, it's. But you're looking forward to Wednesday's game? Do you think? I think we should beat Everton, and we should pop a few past T-Rex, shouldn't we, John?
I hope so. I mean, they're looking to bounce back after they got beat off Spurs, but Newcastle are the form team at the minute in time. Yes, we've drawn a lot of games, but at the end of the day, right? I mean, we're at home. We should be getting 3 points. Like I said, these teams now, the Premier League's got to take us so seriously now, right? We are top 6 contenders now. I'm not going to lie. We are top 6 contenders now in the Premier League, right? If you're going to get into European football next season, we've got to beat Everton, yeah? Everton, right? Let's be real, they've done well under Frank Lampard, but at the end of the day, we're at home, we've got better players than Everton. We should be able to do these. Honestly, we should do. But you have to be patient, do you know what I mean? Because Everton's record of late hasn't been great. But at the same time, right? I mean, Conor Cody, he's a leader at the back. I think he'll do well, but we could do very some on the pitch, could do Isak on the pitch, but however, we should be okay. I think it's going to be, probably, it wouldn't be a high-scoring win, probably back 2-0.
Well, we did do them 3-1, didn't we, in January, so,
We did.
You know,
We did.
who knows? Have you got anything you want to ask John, Sam?
You see, it's raining, John. The forecast is raining in Manchester as well. That's quite a coincidence there, isn't there?
Say it again, Simon, I couldn't hear you. Say it again, mate.
You said it's going to start raining soon in Turkey. I mean, I've just looked at the forecast in Manchester. Said it's due to start raining there as well in the next few hours or so. So I'll tell you what, right? If he moves that camera, you'll look in the background and you'll see Old Trafford a little. I'm telling you.
Mason, you want to show? Right?
John, she's not here, John. She's not here to help you. You've got the email to come.
Oh, my own like.
Mind he was sitting on a plane yesterday, though, Sam. But he could have been flying to Manchester, couldn't he?
That could have been CGI or superimposed, that man. Come on. I don't know what technology can be doing now in this day and age.
So is the weather not been great over there, John?
No.
I thought you would have had hot weather over there.
Well, it's been lovely today, right? It was quite warm today until about 3 o'clock when it starts to get overcast, and then it's just holding it down, like, you know what I mean? It still is holding it down. But hopefully next day or two be fine.
And have they recognised yet, John, over there? Have they recognised yet, you know, that they know you as John Sinclair and they're going to come and subscribe to the channel? Have they done that yet? Because you said you may get some subscriptions when you're out there.
Not yet, mate. No, not yet. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to meet people who subscribe to the channel, so you know my channel sort of thing, yeah. But no, not yet, not yet. But I've got a Newcastle fan today, and he's subscribed to my channel today.
Oh, he's already bagged one.
He's bagged one.
He's only going on just to get the subscribers.
No, I mean, what it is,
John,
I've got my own channel on Happy Days, so you know what it is?
John, if they've got a karaoke night on over there, stand there and do a karaoke song and say, subscribe to my channel after it.
Oh, John's frozen.
No,
he's still there.
We'll just go on the mic and say subscribe to my channel, and then just say thank you, good night, and then just walk away, drop the mic.
Or just do tune in to subscribe to the channel, right? Do tune to them, but I wouldn't like that. I'm not like that. But,
are you on Wi-Fi, John, over there, are you?
Tony, I think it's a good point. I am the Wi-Fi. It's not a strong
Jesus Christ, you're catching
it's not great, is it?
It's not, isn't it?
Because it keeps starting. It's not great Wi-Fi.
John, you're going to be skinned by the time you get home, mate. You're on Wi-Fi.
I know.
It's free, isn't it?
I know. Not good, is it? But
It's a good job, it is.
But
But
it's
you
what we
say,
have to do next time is go to a different bar. It is, isn't it? One thing I'm going to say to you guys as well, that commiserations to Savannah Marshall in boxing last night came up well short against Clarissa Shields. And I tell you what, Clarissa Shields, back her talk, she is absolutely world class.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, what a match, what a fight. I mean, it was brutal, but I'll tell you what, it better than some of the men do. I mean, you watch Joshua Usyk, that was the most boring boxing match ever, but you look at that one last night, and that was entertaining from start to finish, you know, and hopefully there's a rematch along the lines, because I'd love to see a rematch of that.
I'd love to, but I just can't see it happening because the only way it's going to be a rematch if there's controversial decision or what about a landslide? And Clarissa Shields, what about a landslide for me? I mean, she won 8 of those rounds in my book, 8 rounds to 2. I mean, Savannah, right? She's so static, right? But Clarissa Shields, she's got lots of sets. She's quick hands, she's quick, moves quick, she's skillful, and you know. I've always said, it was always back in my mind, I thought Clarissa Shields was going to win that fight.
Yeah. She did start off well. She was good. I mean, she was, them punches that were coming out were really fast, weren't they? I was like, wow. Never seen anything like it.
well, I'm just waiting to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, no worries, mate. But no, I thought it was a great boxing match, you know, and it was entertaining, that's for sure.
Wasn't it just? And you know what it is, right? I mean, look, the fact is, sort of, I know we're going to go back to the football like quick, that sort of thing. Right? I mean, there's no one else for her to fight now. There's no one else for her to fight. The only way Savannah's going to win all the belts if Clarissa retires, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. But I think they want to fight. She wants a rematch. I just can't see her getting it. Nowhere.
Yeah. Be lovely though, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we, John?
You know what it is, Tony? It's going to be the same result, mate. It's going to be the same result. I think she'll Clarissa beat her again.
Yeah, I think so as well, John. Yeah.
She's too good.
Yeah, she wasn't she? Yeah.
There's a difference between a world-class fighter and an elite fighter, yeah? But Clarissa is an elite fighter. Savannah, there's a difference there.
That is a difference, John. Yeah, absolutely. I've just got to plug my charger. Yeah.
So, I was going to say, I won't give you too long. Wait till Chip's coming on. I don't want to footprint real sure. So, just, you're doing a grand job, Tony. And look, you've done a brilliant job on the warm-up today. Thank you so much indeed, mate. I really appreciate that, what you've done at dear. I mean, I don't know how many likes. Nearly 600 today. Nearly 600 views today. And just keep it going, man, because I've got
Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, no worries. I'm just going to plug my charger in because I don't want my laptop going off.
Go for it, man.
That's it. Plugged in. But no worries, John. I mean, you know, I'm doing my best for you. But Sefton gave a donation this afternoon, £5. So
thank you very much indeed, Sefton Bag. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. And brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Love the love, show the love. And like I've always said, Super Chats is open. And if you're doing it, what's the chance worth? Just do it. You've got to come back, click on the join button. And if you like to subscribe to my channel, that'd be fantastic. Just a lot of chat there from Eileen Little. She said, "Hi John, I think you're a fan." And Eileen, thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button, Eileen, if you can, mate.
Nice one, John. There's Chipman's back, I think.
Yeah. But we could all be here with us in the taste of orange.
Look at it. I've got my Pepsi Max.
What we do, right? I mean, I'm going to do the thumbnail tomorrow or later on. I need sort of thing to do the match review and player ratings.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. No worries, mate. Yeah, I'll do that for about. I'll do that for about 7:15 or something tomorrow, John. Yeah.
Perfect. And then Tuesday, there'll be I'll let you go, Macy, on Tuesday for the Premier League prediction show, and Wednesday you can do the warm up at what's time to kick off between Spurs and Everton?
It's 7:30 between Spurs and Everton. You mean Newcastle and Everton? 7:30. So I'll do that about half. I'll do that 6:30, John.
6:30. Right.
Yeah.
That is fine. The best thing to do is
on Thursday.
do it at 6:15. Do it at 6:15 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
off.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. 6:15. And then obviously
Thursday.
it's going to be too late. Well, maybe too late to do a match reaction afterwards because it doesn't finish till 9:15-ish. So you're talking about 9:20-ish. Then you'd have to do a match reaction.
2 days.
I'm on late on Wednesday anyway. I'll finish at 10 on Wednesday anyway, so
maybe just leave the match reaction till Thursday, John, I think.
Yeah, that'd be the best transform.
I'll roll it. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll roll it in one. I'll do match reaction, review, and player ratings on the Thursday. So I'll roll it all into one thing.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
With it being a Wednesday game, it's dodgy, isn't it? You know,
It is. You got to work the next year, sort of thing, and Friday will be the preview or the press conference against Tottenham. So
yeah,
preview. So listen, guys, I'm going to let you crack on. Yeah, you're doing a grand job, right? Because the reception's not very good here at all, but just keep doing the work, Tony. Chip House, you're doing great as well, mate. And if you do like what you see, then I'm sure Tony's going to tell you the same thing. Please hit the like, subscribe, and you know exactly what to do. And thanks for having us on, guys.
Thank you very much, John, and make sure you get some more subscribers out there.
Thank you very much indeed. You never know, but good point today, guys. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Did you have your tool top on today?
I did. I sure did. And they were good to us, by the way. The looks were good to us. I mean, other thanks were good to us as well, which is fantastic. So it is what it is, and it's just fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And I'm happy today. We got a point. Should have been 3, but at least we didn't lose at Old Trafford. And what I'm going to say, United got win a title for a long, long time.
Absolutely, John. Yeah.
No way. No way. Support team. Support Man United. Not impressed.
Absolutely.
So, listen, thanks very much, guys. And
no worries. Take care, mate, and enjoy your holidays.
Thanks, Tony.
See you later, mate.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later, mate. And
that Wi-Fi is like he's never on a phone, was it?
Oh, that Wi-Fi wasn't very good at all, was it? It's
just like when he was back on at Bristol.
I thought he was in Manchester. Well, I suppose his Wi-Fi in Bristol's better than what his Wi-Fi is there. But yeah, before I get another guest on, I'll just go through some comments quickly. Leslie Klopp sent off, yet still on the touchline as they're going off. Kishan Man U fans are mourning that they should have had a penalty and then their goal should have stand. I hate Man United fans. They'll whinge about anything. What, Isak out till December? He's out till December apparently. It's a long-term injury, I think. But I'd rather he was fit than rushing him back. How long is the SM out for, says Kishan? That Eddie Howe's just saying days, so that could be next couple of days. It could be miss the Everton game, but back for the Spurs game. I suppose Eddie will tell me more during the week. Good evening to Luke. Just how I look to have Big Joe to woodwork twice in the same phase of play, but it's a point away from home to Man U. I'll take it all day. Yeah, absolutely. Davy Dirk, evening to you, Davy. Alan Little, is Sweden in the World Cup? No, Alan, they didn't qualify for the World Cup. So he hasn't got to worry about missing a World Cup either. Paul, hope we beat Villa in the next few weeks. That then gives Gerrard the sack. Yeah, Well, I can't see how we'll not beat Villa because they're absolutely awful. Davy Durkin, wasn't a bad game. No, it wasn't a bad game. We played well. We were resilient. We're not the pushover like we used to be now. Paul says Ronaldo should have known the defender was only passing the ball back to Pope to take the free kick. The defender didn't take the free kick. I think it was Botman. Yeah, it was just passed back to Pope to take the free kick. The referee hadn't even blown the whistle. And he had put his hand up ready to blow his whistle when Ronaldo had done that. So he was ready to get booked for it as well. Davey says we got a point. Yeah, Davey, absolutely fantastic point it was. Sefton says, enjoy your holiday, brother, to John. Yeah, I'm sure John will enjoy his holiday.
Yeah.
Bournemouth TV, evening to you as well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Revenger, Bruno good, but he was slow versus Man United. Yeah, I thought you had an okay game, Bruno. You didn't do too bad at all. Alan McTeer, John, evening, John, 8:45. Where you are way past your bedtime laughing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi weren't the best either. Davy Dirk and I agree. Not normal awareness. Yeah. Jeff, best defensive record in the league. Not bad for a manager who does not know how to defend. Absolutely, yeah. That was what people said. He didn't know how to defend, did he? So Davy Durkin again says Lascelles done a good job when he came on. Yes, he did. He done a fantastic job when he come on. Done what he had to do. Revenge, our winger in January is a must to replace Murphy. Fraser, they are outclassed today. Yeah, they were. I thought Murphy didn't have his greatest game. I would say bring two wingers in. Diaby on the right, Mudryk on the left, and get Maddison in. And that'll be a complete January, in my opinion. I think you go over the same as that, Sam, do you?
Yeah. Can Maddison not play on the wing as well?
He can, yeah, he can play right wing, but he's probably better in the middle of the field where he can dictate games.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I think we need definitely at least one winger in January.
Yeah. Leslie, yeah, Revenger. She's talking to Revenger. Eileen, hi John, I think you're fab. He is fab, yeah. The boss man is, yeah. Paul, we have the best defensive record. Yes, we do. And it's great, isn't it? It's nice to know that we do actually have a defensive record for a change. Davey, we are getting points, yet the big ones are the big are losing points against us. Yeah, absolutely. Spot on with that comment. Paul says, should have kept going and went back to Germany. The guy seems to think rules don't apply to him. That's about Klopp. Yeah, he thinks he can just do what he wants. And she says, Bramall Lane was the game. Ah, right, okay, the one that was mentioned about the players being sent off.
I think it was Sheffield United and someone else. I'm sure I remember that. Was it last season? I think it happened last season.
It could have been.
As well.
I think so, yeah. If Maxi starts, we win comfortably on Wednesday. Deduct 6 points from Man U. Disgraceful. Yeah, they are disgraceful.
I think we'd be Everton without ESM.
Yeah. Paul says Maxi didn't start against Fulham or Brentford. No, he didn't know. Alan says Football League should remove 6 points off Man U. Disgraceful, but they won't do nothing. Nothing will be said, no.
Should take 16 points off them.
Yeah. Sheffield United versus West Brom, 16th of March 2002. Game abandoned due to lack of players. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Paul says Savannah would have won if it was 12 rounds or longer. Yeah, she probably would have. Fred Fox, 100% pen for Newcastle today. United's was as well. Ref and VAR are absolute crap. Ian Toon Trader, hello to you, mate. Chip as man.
Get on, Ian, get yourself on. I've stopped chewing now. I've had all my Terry Struggle Orange. You can get yourself on and talk now.
2-2, Bournemouth were, yeah. They're doing all right, aren't they? Under Gary O'Neill unbeaten. The Clone lad, even and all, happy with a point. But that Wilson tackle, surely a pen. Yes, absolutely. And then Ian again, because Clippity Clop is a complete. Yep, we know exactly what you mean by that. And Clone Lad says, can't stand Bruno Fernandes. No, he's a whinger. Right. Excuse me. I'm going to get the next guest in now and get his thoughts on the game today. So here he comes. We're going to add in. It's Gordon. Good evening to you, Gordon. How are you?
Yeah, fine, yourselves?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously 0-0 today against the Man United team, who are not the greatest team by any means. Yeah. You know, we had a few players missing. I thought we did okay for what we needed to do. We got the point. Tell us what your thoughts were on the game.
Yeah, I said to PD last night. I'll be happy to come here with Old Trafford with a point.
And what did you make of the Joe Linton chances he had? Do you think he should have buried that second off the rebound?
Yeah, I think it's just unlucky. Sometimes they go in, don't they? Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, and what about the Man U player surrounding the referee? Do you think that's fair, or do you think there should be something done about it?
Disgraceful. 8 players around one referee. If the Premier League should punish Man United for that, at least fine them.
Yeah.
Because that was a disgrace.
Do you think Wilson should have had a penalty?
Yeah, I seen it on little highlights show there. He clipped his ankle, didn't he?
Yeah. Are you disappointed that we didn't manage to get the 3 points, or are you happy with the point?
I would be happy with the 3 points, but I'm happy with a point. Old Trafford.
And now we've got the best defensive record in the Premier League as well.
We've got the best defensive, like you say, we've got the best defensive record in the league now, and then hopefully on Wednesday, go and beat Everton.
Well, hopefully we should beat Everton. We've done it before. We've done it last season at home, so hopefully we'll do it this time. Which player stood out for you most today? Or, you know? Botman, yeah. I think everybody's got the idea of Botman being... I think Botman and Shaw were absolutely brilliant at the back, the two of them. I think with Man United's pitch, Shaw actually hurt himself in the first few minutes of the game because for some reason they've got these stupid hills that go down from the edge of the pitch. That could have been a far worse injury for Fabian Shaw. I could have even broken his leg. If he had broken his leg, I think maybe Man United need to look at this, because you've got this like steep incline off the pitch, and Cher went down there and hurt himself. He was lucky enough to come back and play. But, you know, I think it should be just a flat pitch with no embankments on them at all. But, yeah, he played well. Trippier had a good game again. And, yeah, all in all, a great point. Are you happy with it? So you're happy with the point, obviously?
Yeah, I'm happy with the point. I would have took last night. I would have took the point last night. So to get that point today, I'm happy with that result.
Were you surprised there was no goals from either side in this game, or were you expecting a 0-0 tie game?
I thought I knew it'd be a draw, but I thought it'd be one each. I thought both teams would at least got a 1-1 draw.
And what is your take with Wednesday's game in mind? What's your prediction for that, and what score do you think it'll be?
If we can play like we did against Brentford, I think we can do what we've done last year against them, 3-1.
So you're going for 3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair enough result. And if we win 3-1, who's going to be the goal scorers? Because I thought Callum Wilson was pretty quiet again today. He's been quiet for a couple of games. Jacob Murphy didn't have his greatest game today either. So, so who do you think will be the goal scorers in your 3-1 win?
I'm going for Wilson. A double for Wilson. Because he hungry to score goals now on Wednesday night. And I'm going for Bruno, a third on Wednesday.
Bruno, yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout, Gordon. Well, great to have you on, Gordon. I've got that people in the chat ready to come on as well. But thanks for coming on and giving us your thoughts on today's game.
You're welcome.
And, onwards and upwards, and let's see how we do on Wednesday. See if we can get that table. Fingers crossed. Thanks very much, mate. See you again.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. And that was Gordon. So just go through a couple more comments before I get the next guest in. Ian says, I'll come in next time, lads. Just got something on with the missus. Have a good show, lads. Cheers, Ian. Yep, you come on next time, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Angela.
I'll remember that, Ian. I'll remember that. I remember that.
Angela says, Joe Linton depends on the spin of the ball. Yeah, he was unlucky, wasn't he, to hit the woodwork twice. It was just, I like coffee. Hi, Tony, Sam, Gordon, and all. Hi, I like coffee. How are you? Hope you're great. Did you enjoy today's game? Get your thoughts in that chat, please, and let me know what you thought. Come on if you want. Angela, not seeing the game as I don't have the TV, but we'll be happy with a draw. Yeah, it was a good point to get. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I like coffee. We may not have won against Man United, but I had a big win today because I got to meet Patrick Kluivert at an El Clasico event today. He still loves Newcastle and gave a shout out to the Toon Army. Nice one. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Kluivert was all right when he was here. And yeah, it's nice to see that he still loves the Toon as well. He was a good player in his day as well. Hell of a striker. Right, let's get another guest on here. And he's been waiting patiently in the background while John had his dodgy Wi-Fi. So let's welcome in. It's Lewis. How are you, Lewis? All right?
Fine. Yeah, thank God we got that point.
So we got a point. So we got a point today, Lewis. 0-0. Good defensive performance. Good all-round team performance. Right. It's your stage now. You take it away. What did you make of today's game?
I think the Man U players, like you said about if they get they only have to get 6 red cards in the game gets abandoned. It doesn't. The team who has the most players gets a 3-0 automatic win.
Oh, okay. So they get that, do they now?
They get the 3-0 win anyway because obviously now because of the congestion, congestion with all the fixtures and that, it won't be even harder to fit them in.
Yeah, it used to be abandoned at one time, but
maybe
they've changed the rules. Yeah,
because it happens on FIFA. If you get so many players sent off, you lose the game 3-0. Even let's say you're winning 4-0, you get them players sent off, you lose 3-0.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
I think the Man U players should be sent off.
Yeah, maybe something needs to be done about that.
Because if you watch the Liverpool game, Jurgen Klopp absolutely effed them blind at the linesman today. That's how you got sent off.
I didn't see that bit. No, I didn't see that.
You went to the linesman and went. Because on another channel, on an Arsenal channel, just to chat to them and ask. And I said, he should have been sent off because he was effing them blind. Look, he was effing them blind at the linesman today. But if that's the case, if they go to the referee, why not mic the referees up? Mic the referees up like they do in rugby, and then the players will respect the referee, because then if they say something to the referee, it gets broadcast around the world live. And if they do that, at least exactly like the referee doesn't look impressed with the players doing that. If you look at his face, he says, "What you think in mind? What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, I mean that's the picture there with him around the referee. It's disgraceful, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, about the penalty as well. If they didn't give the penalty for Wilson, they should not give the penalty to what's his name's Sancho, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how you went? You see how you went up? You like literally got tackled and went up like a salmon and landed on the floor like he was shot.
Yeah. But
Like,
I think
if that's the case, should you not go for simulation then?
That's what I was just going to say to you. Maybe that's what it should be. If they're not giving a penalty for that, they should then go and give the yellow card because, you know, it's diving, it's cheating. Yeah. If it's not a cheating dive, then fair enough. Don't give the player a yellow card. But if it's blatant like that, then give the player a yellow card and say, look, you know, you're going down too easily on the referee's discretion. But they don't seem to do that, you see. So they get away with it in effect.
It probably happened to us. If we did that, there would be like a yellow card. Like you go, like it's like fair enough. It's man, like so one of the top six is in that.
Yeah.
Like, but I've been saying, like people's been saying, Newcastle could finish between 4th and 7th. Like,
yeah, without a doubt.
I was speaking to somebody, like said, actually, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all qualify for the Champions League automatically. You don't have to do the qualifying rounds if you're in 3rd or 4th. You get put into Champions League automatically.
Yeah.
Imagine if we do finish 4th for some. Imagine if we do finish 4th, we'll be in the Champions League. I would take Europa League or Conference League. I think Champions League would be even better for us.
I mean, yeah, if we got 7th place, then that would be absolutely fantastic. But
because 7th is conference, 6th is Europa, but you have to qualify. 5th is automatic place in the Europa League.
Yeah, I mean,
but like I still but it's like it's one of those things. I'm disappointed because we should have won that game, but I'm happy because we got the point. But honestly, I feel like I know it's only 7:30, but it feels about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because it's weird, isn't it? Because it's
pitch black. That's like, but it's the thing. Like, I was going to say something. You say something, then you go out of your mind. But,
yeah.
Like, I'm still confused. Why the hell is our game on Wednesday 7:30?
It's because
I know it's on
Amazon.
I know it's on Amazon, but it's a stupid time. Why they couldn't do like an 8 o'clock kickoff or court rates because people are still getting from work?
It's because there's a lot of games on. There's one at 8 and 8:15, I think, as well. So they wanted them all on like a stagnated time.
But
I still don't get it because you could put them all on the same time because you just click on the game you want to watch, which I like that idea of Amazon Prime because you can watch whichever game you want to watch. So, but you know, I'll just share this picture. This is another view of the incident of the referee being surrounded by the Man United players. So you can see them all there surrounding the referee. That was over the Ronaldo.
There's 9 there. There's 9 of them there. Rashford's there as well.
Yeah. Casemiro's there.
Mm-hmm. Why did that's the point is why did why did the ref the VAR say to the referee actually there's been all them players around you, book them?
Yeah.
So, Ronaldo got booked because obviously with his argument. And then he went to the referee, sure he should be second out after arguing, send them off, and then give all the other players a yellow card. And that. Fair enough.
Yeah. Because Ronaldo got replaced by Rashford, but you've got Ronaldo there, then you've got Varane there, Fred, Martinez, Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Dalot, and
one
guy up here, whoever that is at the front there. But
it's typical, isn't it?
It is. It's disgusting, and there should have been more retrospective action taken against us, but you know it's just absolutely disgusting the way they can get away with doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, did you hear what happened at the Leeds game? Like the Leeds game today against Arsenal.
No, what happened there?
The goal line technology went down, and like the VAR, the referee couldn't communicate with all the officials. They had to.
There was a power cut, wasn't there?
Actually, it was not a power cut. It was just a power cut for the referee's technology.
Ah, right. Okay, I heard a power cut, but I didn't know what it was.
But let's say if it was let's say we had no VAR and that, the game could have carried on.
Yeah.
Because the goal line technology went down, but they could get two. They obviously have like some officials who in the stands in case something goes wrong. Surely they could get them. You know, they did back in the day when they had the fifth official when they were standing on the goal. Like they could have got a couple of them stand on either side of the goal to see if the ball goes in.
Yeah,
but
they used to have that, didn't they? They used to have 5 referees. They've done that in Europe, didn't they? Where you had the 2 linesmen on either side of the goals, and then but that didn't work, did it? So they've tried all sorts, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm going to get your final thoughts off you.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts for Wednesday's game, and what do you think the score will be?
Hopefully just a win and Pickford to have a nightmare.
Yeah. Do you have a scoreline in mind, or?
It's all good because we don't know if ASM is going to play or Bruno, because obviously we don't know if Bruno's fiance is going to have a baby in the next couple of days. Because that was the report. Because obviously reports saying he might not play today and he might not play on Wednesday.
All depends. I mean, you never know. She might give birth tonight and then he'd be fine for Wednesday.
I hope she holds off the game after Wednesday, so I don't mind them missing Spurs, because to me Spurs is the harder game of the two, and I'd rather say we beat Everton.
But there's the thing: if we win on Wednesday and then beat Spurs on Sunday, and we sort of go our way, we could be 4th.
Yeah, could be, but Spurs is a hard game.
Yeah, but you never know. We have won at Spurs before.
We have won there before, and you never know. But you know,
I'm going to go for a 2-0 win
against Everton. Yeah,
Bruno double.
Bruno double, yeah. Especially if he's just become a dad as well, so he might be on fire that night.
Yeah, but let's hope Bruno stays for a long time, and the son or daughter, whatever it is, wants to be a football player.
Yeah.
Because imagine if it's a lad or a woman, at least we got the women's team, and if she wants to play for Newcastle, at least we got like a bloody brilliant player, like for her dad, the teacher, or like
Mm-hmm. But yeah, absolutely, and
I can show you something before. Look, I went to yesterday.
Oh, you went to St James's, did you?
Yeah.
Was it good, the atmosphere?
Yeah, over 39,000 were in.
Wow, brilliant.
Like, you know, the cars in the Gallagher end, and I'm in the Leeds end for the Newcastle games. So sorry if I'm a bit longer than normal. But you always forget about the waist section has the safe standing. You always forget to have this. Like, I never say because I was in the Leeds end. I sat in the Gallagher end and I saw the white rails and that. I said, oh yeah, that's the safe standing. The corner of the Gallagher end, you know, the corner where it goes to the posh area and that, to the Melbourne stand. There's a TV there, and on the corner of the east stand and the Leeds end, there's the TV studio. But why they couldn't have it in the main building in the studio? Because we have 2 anyway. We have for BT and Sky. It was costing less money to do that.
Strange, but it's the way they've done it, I suppose. But you know, good game, and I saw the Samoan war dance beforehand, the haka sort of thing, and that looked amazing, intimidating.
I got on record, but like one of their players had to get stretched off. It looks like 2 of their players has got a broken leg.
Yeah. Oh well, at least you enjoyed the game, and that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. So
I have no idea what the bloody rules are, but it's like they'll be just be there because we all. But obviously the Kaiser Chiefs were there. They blew the speakers, and they only did one song. They should have been doing a couple of songs. They blew the speakers, their own speakers, and they blew a couple of the main speakers inside the ground as well.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like you go off. Like literally, they sang one song, and nobody knew the song. They should have sang "Ruby, Ruby, Ruby." Oh, I predict the riot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they should have sang "I Predict a Riot" because England did go on a riot, didn't it?
Yeah.
Once. So But thanks for coming on, Lewis.
I know I'm on the same topic as you.
Yeah.
What do you think of the? Before I go, what do you think about the new kit, the anniversary kit, or the fourth kit, or the fifth kit, whatever it bloody is?
Well, I won't be buying it, but I just look at it and think, do we need all these kits really? Why? And the only thing I can think of is Castor no, they're trying to impress the marketing department by saying, look at these tops we can do a great top. For me, it's the cost. There's a cost of living crisis at the moment, and it's not fair on mums and dads who have got children, and then they're going to see that and go, oh, I want that. So I think it's a bit unfair, really, but it's a nice enough top, but not for me though.
Like the fans regular when you just wear in the stadium and just wear it in the house and that for £65. We can still buy the pros edition for £105. £105 just for the top, and that's without we have the sleeve sponsor, but you get that free anyway. In the Premier League badge, you have to pay extra. And you name a number, you have to pay extra for it. It's like you're looking at about £230 just for the top.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sorry for waffling on.
No, that's fine. But thanks for coming on.
Thursday, I try and come on Thursday.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, we're going to have a match reaction and review all in one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I do. Can I find you on Twitter? If I can get that video and send that to you, I was sitting because it's actually quite good seats where I was sitting.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, mate. Yeah, no worries.
No problems. Yeah.
Nice to have you on, Lewis. See you later, mate.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Bye. And that was Lewis. Just go through some comments before we wrap up. John asks, I like coffee. John asked me to ask Patrick Cliver to subscribe to the channel and come on the channel, but I couldn't put a word in because he was quite busy with the media and press. Sorry, John. Can you imagine that? Oh, we've got a new subscriber. Oh, it's Patrick Clivert. Paul Stones. I can't believe he asked
somebody when he was on holiday to subscribe to his channel.
And they've done it as well.
Hi.
He never stops, does he? It's like
Tony, sorry, I've got a shoot in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We're going to wrap up anyway. Paul says, I think we will finish 7th with our squad. We can do, not a problem at all. I like coffee. I didn't watch the game, but I would have loved to beat Man U. A draw's okay. I'm tired of so many draws. Yeah, but, we're not losing games. That's the thing. We would have had a draw at Anfield if, the referee hadn't played the extra time for Klopp. I like coffee. We must beat Everton next. Yeah, well, Everton's a slightly easier game than Man United, to be fair. And we're at home as well. Alan Little, Sky Sports pundits today say that Newcastle is an average team and will not be in the top 6. What a load of garbage. Do you know what? They don't want to see us in the top 6. That's why. They're frightened. All these people connected with the big 6, Sky, they're all frightened of us. But I'll tell you what, we're coming. And if we get in that top 6, I hope Sky eat their words from what they're saying. Paul says 9 players. Chris says Stonewall penalty, but a good away point. Yeah, absolutely. It was a penalty, but great point as always away. Paul, we won't get in the top 6 this season, not with our injury record. Yeah. Let's keep the faith and see what happens. We've got plenty of games to go yet, and then we got a break. So let's see what happens. We'll know more after the new year, January. Alan says, great work, Tony and Sam. See you next time. See you later, Alan. Thanks for coming on tonight. Chris says, the entire Man U team, apart from the goalkeeper, surrounding and intimidating the referee. I thought this wasn't allowed. Yeah, it's not supposed to be allowed, but obviously Man United think it's absolutely right to do that, especially Ronaldo. Thomas says, having only lost once this season, I'd say a fantastic start. Howe's done well for me. we can definitely push on for a top 6. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's see if we finish as high as possible. That's what we should be looking at. I don't like the anniversary kit. It isn't as special as Brighton kit, says I like coffee. Yeah, everybody's got their opinions on this top. Tiger says, let's go get a win against Everton, then go into Sunday talking about taking the game to Spurs. Yeah, why not? Again, Tiger says, the one thing Howe is amazing at is turning shy players to good players, so we have another chance for a top 6. Yeah, he gets these players working well. Before we go, so I'm going to go back to you. What's your take on this new anniversary top? Do you like it? Would you buy it?
I just think this cash story again, saying our club, look what we can offer you, and they're clutching at straws to try and stay past this season. Because personally, I think the winners have made their mind up; they want them gone. I just think it's again them saying, "Oh, we'll try and milk Newcastle fans with money, and we'll try and it's like trying to bribe the club to keep them on past the season, and it's failing pretty miserably, if you ask me, because it's shit." Yeah. I mean, I don't like this, and people can buy a phone. I haven't got to bother with it. But we've got 5. Why do we need 5 shirts? We'll barely wear 2 a season, never mind 5. So, like I said, I haven't got a problem with people buying it. It's just I've got a problem with the people who make it. They're shite. Simple as that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Tiger says, I think Bruno plays better without J7 in the side. Maybe J7 should be an impact sub. I don't agree with that one, do you?
No.
I think J7's played well with Bruno.
He compliments him because it makes Bruno play favour forward. And I think when Shelby comes back in, you'll be able to see Bruno even better because Shelby will just sit there and dictate, and Bruno will be able to do what he wants. So that can only work positive for us. Whether Shelby plays on Wednesdays is another matter. He probably not. He'll probably have him on the bench again, and maybe have him on the bench against Spurs, and then maybe bring him on again, start him against Villa. But who knows? I mean, he might start him against Everton, and then you'll give him an hour and then take him off. So who knows? But I think if no matter how well we play on Wednesday, I think we'll still beat them because they're absolutely shite.
Yeah, I think we'll beat them as well. Absolutely. So people in the chat, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button. It helps grow the channel. And if you want to join, it's 99p. Hit that join button and subscribe for 99p. Or if you want to donate, hit the $sign and give whatever you think the channel's worth. Also, look for the bell button and click on that. That'll notify you every time we got a show coming up. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Before we go, Sam, do you want to give a shout out where people can find you on socials?
Channel 900 after 10 o'clock. No, Chipperfield not on Twitter. Chipperfield Sam on Instagram, and just Sam Chipperfield on Facebook if anyone still uses it. I don't know. I hardly use it myself, so if I'm on, you'll probably catch us. So
yeah, that's fine. And you can find me down there down there, Tony 31. So that side, on Twitter, and I'll just fetch this one up in a moment for you, and then I'll share this with you. Just one moment. And we've got northwestmags.com, great website, set up by Sefton just over a month ago. Lots of things to check out on there, and tells you about how we joined up. You've got a forum there which tells you how you can get in touch and have a discussion on there. We've got the team on there, so as you can see, there's different people on there. I'm on there as well. We got a gallery, so you can send your pics in. to Sefton, and he will pop them on there if you're at the match, at home and or away, or in any of the away bars or whatever. And there's an email icon there. Just send Sefton an email, and I'm sure he'll add them to the website for you. If you got any questions, email Sefton and ask him, and he'll answer your questions whenever he can. So yeah, that's it. After a draw today, 0-0 draw against Man United, not a bad point. And we finished the weekend off with the best defensive record in the Premier League. We've got Everton coming up on Wednesday. Final thoughts from Sam. What's your score prediction for Wednesday, Sam?
3-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
I haven't got scores in mind. I don't care who scores as long as we win.
Do you want another Trippier over the wall, though?
Yeah, I want one of them against small arms. Yeah,
against T-Rex. Yeah,
I think plays him.
Yeah. And Chris says, great show, Tony. Thank you very much, Chris. And I like coffee. Is Sam on channel 900 as well?
Might be.
He might be. I like coffee. Yeah, he must obviously be on that channel as well. Then. So yeah, guys. So we're going to wrap up there, and thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you, Sam, for coming on as well. And thank you to everybody who's come on in the chat. People who have come on tonight to share their thoughts of the match, including John with his dodgy Wi-Fi in Turkey. I thought he was in Manchester, to be fair, but no, he's in Turkey. But yeah, absolutely brilliant tonight. And last one of the night, I Like Coffee by Tony Saminol. Bye to you as well, I Like Coffee. Right, that concludes our broadcast, and we'll be back tomorrow with a match review and player ratings. So look out for that show tomorrow. Until then, bid you farewell. I'll quickly speak to you backstage.
Oh, Tony, I've got to go, so I might not be on backstage.
Go. Yeah. Okay, mate, no worries. If not, I'll see you again, mate. Okay, take care, Sam.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Yeah.
Okay, mate. Bye.